What's the difference between this woman and this woman? When I show this photo to my anti-aging patients, most of them think it's plastic surgery. Some of them say Botox, and a few of them think it's a derma peel. But it's none of those things. In fact, her secret surprises everyone who hears it. She didn't go under the knife. She didn't use harsh chemicals. And this transformation cost her just a few pennies per day. It came down to one thing. She flushed decades of decaying cells from her skin. In the medical community, we call these senescent cells. They deactivate healthy skin. Most women have never heard of them, and the skincare industry would love for it to stay that way. Because my lab tested 64 of the top skincare products, and what we found totally shocked us. In fact, if it weren't for a brave woman named Linda and her husband's wandering eye, I wouldn't be here today to tell other women how to help reactivate their youthful skin. My name is Dr. Mark Rosenberg, and I created this short video for women between 35 and 85. I had no idea it would go viral like it has. I'm not a skincare specialist. I'm an anti-aging researcher. My focus has been on cancer and why cells go bad. And thanks to Linda, I realized that skincare companies aren't even looking at this problem the right way. They sure aren't happy about how popular this video is getting. Every year, they make billions of dollars selling you products that just cover up the decay. But there's no amount of Botox, no $1,000 magical lotion. Not even a facelift can solve this problem. So these skincare companies want this video shut down because I'm going to share how to flush these decaying cells from the skin. Then watch as it springs back tighter, brighter, and firmer. It takes less than a minute a day, but it helps to flush away decades of cellular decay. So it can reactivate every square inch of skin on the body. The eyes, the face, the neck, the arms, the butt, and the thighs. When we launched this at my clinic, it was expensive. But today, anyone can do it in the comfort of a bathrobe. My wealthy retired patients say it's a godsend, and it's so cheap that even young TikTok influencers are hitting me up about how great it is. Because sooner or later, cellular decay makes every woman's skin dull, droopy, and dormant. In fact, for many women, cellular decay is the one thing keeping them from the bright, tight skin they used to have. Sometimes as young as in their 30s, sometimes as mature as in their 80s. So for any woman who's tried to conceal her face behind a coat of makeup or edit a photo to smooth out her skin, or if she's ever wanted to hide her neck, arms, or thighs behind a veil of clothing, there's no reason to feel ashamed. And I'm really excited to share. All we have to do is flush out the decaying skin cells and reactivate that lively, youthful skin. In just 3 minutes, I'll show how this skin activating treatment is different than everything else out there. It's saving women thousands of dollars on skincare and helping them get that beautiful med spa quality skin. You know, that bright, snappy, uncommonly youthful skin that makes people take a second look? It's the sort of skin that makes friends ask who the doctor was, who did the work. That's what my patients are hearing. And it's what friends started to ask me, because now in my early 60s, I use this anti-aging treatment daily. It's my one and done morning routine for keeping my own skin smooth and healthy. Again, my name is Dr. Mark Rosenberg. I earned my MD from the Georgetown University School of Medicine. I went on to serve in the Army, then moved into emergency medicine. My first 20 years as a doctor was spent as an ER physician. I performed more procedures than I can count. But when my mom showed up to my emergency department complaining about tightness in her chest, I was the doctor on duty. So I was the one who had to study her CT scan, look her in the eye, and tell her she had advanced stage lung cancer. In that crushing moment, I realized I was helpless to save her. So I did something that everyone said was crazy. I quit the ER to start a private research clinic. And while it was too late to save my mom, I did go on to create a novel cancer treatment. I saved the lives of 2 stage 4 patients, and it's now moving into phase 1 clinical trials. That got me nominated for a board seat at the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. We teach other doctors the latest discoveries in how to slow and reverse aging. And I've lectured to thousands and thousands of doctors everywhere from the Cleveland Clinic to Harvard University. This is why I say I'm not a skincare specialist. I'm an anti-aging specialist. I don't just study skin cells. I study all cells and why they go bad. And I think that's why I saw what the whole skincare industry had missed. Many of my patients have serious diseases, everything from cancer to Lyme's to diabetes. And sometimes people like Linda come to see me. They've got some condition that other doctors can't figure out. Linda was 59 years old and her blood work was perfect. She was healthy and active. The only thing that stood out on her paperwork were the words, bad skin. I'm glad I read that before meeting her, but it still didn't prepare me. I opened the door to a woman with beautiful features and some very rough skin. It was dry, saggy, deeply wrinkled, much more than most women her age. I still remember her first words. Don't try to hide your surprise, Dr. Rosenberg. I know it's bad. Linda was not timid, and she launched right into it. Look, I've done Botox. I take collagen. I've seen 6 different dermatologists. I've spent thousands on all these products, but I still look like this. She pointed at her face in frustration. Then she grabbed her jowls. And what is going on with this chin line, huh? And my legs. I don't even want to wear shorts in public anymore. My thighs and my knees are so gross. I thought she was being hard on herself. Yet I know how much women are judged by their appearances, unfair as it is. And I definitely relate to the anxiety of looking older than you feel. Linda wasn't done yet, though. My husband is a very visual man, Dr. Rosenberg. I knew that when I married him. It's why I worked so hard to stay fit. But once my skin started changing, he got colder and more distant. The affection is gone. He doesn't look at me the same way anymore. I thought maybe it was just a phase, but last week we were at his first work party since quarantine ended. So I was coming back from the bathroom when I saw this younger gal named Sarah approach him at the bar. And I knew exactly what was happening. She looked him right in the eye and he looked back, deeply, like he was enjoying the attention. Then she put her hand on his arm, so casually, but I knew what she was doing. And it just hit me. This is how affairs begin. I can't stop thinking about it. I know he's a good man, but it makes me so afraid. I gave up my life for him and our kids. They're finally grown up, and here I am, this worn out old hag. I don't feel that way on the inside, but it's what I see every time I look in the mirror, and I know other people think the same. It hurts so much, I just want to be alone and invisible sometimes. I felt awful for Linda. No one deserves what she was going through, and I told her exactly that. I was so happy she came to see me, because I knew exactly what was happening to her skin. It's something we've been studying at the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine for years. Okay, Linda, I said, here's what I'm seeing. It looks like you've got an advanced case of what we call senescent skin. Now, I'm not going to bore you with a lesson in biology. We'll keep it simple. Your skin cells are in an advanced state of decay. Linda's eyes widened. Now, hang on. Your cells are always decaying. When a cell gets old, it gives birth to a new cell. Then the old one dies and your body flushes it away. But as we get older, some of our cells change. They don't give birth to new cells, but they don't die either. They just sit there, half alive, half dead. So these are what we call senescent cells. Okay, said Linda, looking very concerned. And this is what happened to my skin? Linda, I said, this happens to everyone's skin. It's a programmed part of aging. It starts in your 30s. And for most people, it really picks up in their 50s. This cellular decay happens everywhere in the body. It's just that you see it on your skin. These senescent decaying cells are lumpy, dull, and lifeless. So your skin starts to look that way too. And since they haven't been flushed away, your skin hasn't been making new cells. So its whole structure is weaker. It collapses in on itself. And that's where you get the wrinkles and the sagging. Maybe worst of all, bacteria builds up in your skin too. And since it's not getting flushed away either, you get those dark spots and discoloration. Is this making sense to you? It is, said Linda. But what about all the collagen I'm taking? Shouldn't that help? I'm glad you brought that up. You see, collagen is like any other protein. It breaks down into amino acids in your gut. Those are the building blocks of your skin cells. So it's not like it goes directly to your skin. And even if it did, there's a much bigger problem here. You see, these decaying senescent cells infect other cells. They release a little secretion that spreads the decay. So if you're not flushing them from your body, then it doesn't matter how much collagen you take. The decay will just keep on spreading. Fine lines today become deep wrinkles tomorrow. Thin, crepey skin today becomes loose, hanging skin tomorrow. This is how aging works. So please understand, it's not your fault that your skin looks like this. It just happened to you sooner and way more dramatically than it should have. Linda looked thunderstruck. This is the first time I've ever heard of this, she said. I'm not surprised about that, Linda. My clinic's research is about 10 years ahead of what most doctors know. And this is as real as it gets. It's a root cause of all aging. It's why people get tired more often. It's why their brains aren't as sharp. Their bodies aren't flushing these senescent cells away. So they start to spread into other organs like your brain, your heart, and so on. But I'm happy to report we've made some major progress on reversing it. Linda was taken aback. Well, you must not be working on skincare because I've used about 100 products. I still look like this. And my husband is probably fantasizing about women 20 years younger than me. Her words hit me hard. And she was right. I'd never applied any of our work to skincare. But my heart was hurting for her. And her case piqued my curiosity. You know, Linda, you're absolutely right. And I will spend some time on this. I've got a suspicion about something. Can you give me a list of all the products and treatments you've tried? I think that's the best place to start. And I have to admit, I got completely sucked down the rabbit hole. After a few weeks in the lab, I had a shocking realization. Most popular skincare treatments are just cover-ups for decaying, senescent skin cells. Sure, they may help the top layers of the skin look better, just like makeup does, but they do nothing to flush out the cellular decay that makes skin wrinkled, puffy, and rough. It's no wonder so many women go through so many different products. None of them get to the root cause of their skin problems. So I pulled up the research on all the top anti-aging compounds. I work with some of the world's best chemists, so I gave them two targets. First, we needed to flush out the cellular decay, and I suspected we could do that with the right antioxidants, like a deep derma peel, but without all the harsh chemicals. Then we needed to reactivate Linda's skin and get it producing fresh, healthy new cells, specifically collagen and elastin. Skin gets its structure from collagen. It's what a woman needs for that thick, bouncy, baby cheek skin. The body can produce plenty of healthy collagen all on its own, and the stuff that the body makes is like a natural wrinkle filler. It heads straight for the skin to plump it up. As for elastin, this is another protein that the body can produce all on its own under the right conditions. Elastin gives skin its snap. It's what a woman needs to keep her skin tight, to prevent the sagging and puffiness. Think of elastin like the body's own facelift protein. We tested a lot of different batches, but after 4 months, we had another startling conclusion. Since cellular decay happens from within, we needed to fix it from within. So this would never work as a lotion or serum. We needed to get these compounds into the body to flush those decaying cells from within and get Linda's skin working like it did back in her 20s. And once we figured out how, my goodness, the lab data was remarkable. One key sign of aging, cellular turnover, decreased by a full 20 days. I won't bore you with the science, but it's shocking. For someone who's 60 years old, it'd be like her skin was working like it did in her early 30s. Yet, we weren't done yet. You see, I discovered another crucial compound during my research. It's not widely known, but it's just as important as collagen and elastin. It's called a ceramide. Ceramides are the fatty glue that holds the skin together. If collagen and elastin are the bricks of the skin, ceramides are the cement. They keep everything sealed up tight. So the moisture stays in the skin, the bacteria stays out, and the surface layers are tight and firm. I think of ceramides like nature's tightener. But our bodies produce fewer ceramides with every passing year. So I knew they needed to be in our treatment for that lifting and tightening full package effect. And this is when this went from great to groundbreaking. We went from test tubes to real tissue, and we were blown away. We reviewed a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. It was 60 women aged 30 to 60. After just 2 weeks, the subjects getting the ceramides saw an 8% reduction in the appearance of wrinkles, a 15% increase in elasticity, and a 23% increase in skin moisture. Yes, in just 2 short weeks. That's like taking another 5 years off the skin everywhere on the body. Yet, there was just one problem. This treatment was going to require an injection. Plus, there was the cost of the production, cold storage, and paying for a nurse to administer. So I challenged my team to make it easy for anyone to try it, and check this out. We've packed thousands of dollars of advanced anti-aging compounds into a tiny little capsule taken once daily. It floods the body with everything it needs to help reactivate the skin. And our clinical data doesn't lie. Dramatic changes can happen in just 14 short days from now. Imagine looking into the mirror and seeing 10 to 15 years of aging completely erased from the face. Imagine opening the closet and debating between a low-cut blouse or a favorite sleeveless shirt, because the arms and the chest are so smooth that it's fun to show them off. Imagine being poolside in a bathing suit, that one that hasn't been out of the drawer for years, but now it feels great to wear it in public. These are real experiences from women taking ReActivate. It's not just a breakthrough new anti-aging treatment. It's the only skincare solution that helps flush out cellular decay and reactivate youthful skin. Whether a woman is in her 30s and looking for a one-and-done preventative, or she's in her 60s and seeing those signs of senescent, decaying skin on the face or the neck, or she's in her 80s and she wants a completely revitalized appearance from her face to her chest all the way down to her knees. I'm so excited for her to try ReActivate. It's just one little capsule a day taken with water to totally help revive the appearance of the skin. So not only is it an advanced anti-aging treatment, it's also the easiest. ReActivate starts with our antioxidant matrix to help flush away years or decades of senescent decaying cells. It contains high purity turmeric, buffered vitamin C, and trans pterostilbene. Now, most people know about turmeric and vitamin C, but they may not know how powerful these are for the skin. In a recent survey of 4,025 women, those who took more vitamin C internally had fewer wrinkles and less skin dryness. There's no surprise there. Lab studies show that vitamin C can significantly reduce senescent cells, and pterostilbene is the super potent antioxidant from blueberries. Early studies show that it can directly target senescent and cellular decay. So we sunk a huge research budget into concentrating it down. And have a look at this. We've packed 10 cartons worth of blueberries into one small capsule of ReActivate. Isn't it just amazing what our chemists achieved? When a woman sets the pterostilbene loose on her decaying cells, here's what's going to happen. It finds them, it politely escorts them out, and her skin gets primed to receive plump, snappy new cells, just like when it was younger and healthier. So to reactivate healthy skin, we've designed a protein boosting matrix. It's got potent doses of MSM, silica, manganese, vitamin D, and copper. Each of these has awesome clinical studies behind it. For example, silica helps bind collagen cells together, so the structure of the skin gets thicker and wrinkles appear to fill in. In one study on women with sun-damaged skin, they found that silica could dramatically improve their wrinkled, rough texture. This makes a lot of sense because sun damage can skyrocket cellular decay. Silica also helps carry oxygen and other nutrients to the skin, so it can disrupt bacterial buildup, and that means a brighter complexion and a reduced appearance of pores, age spots, and blemishes. Copper is another great example. It activates an enzyme called lysyl oxidase, which stimulates fresh new collagen, and it's crucial for the production of elastin. Remember, that's the body's own facelift protein. So on its own, this protein boosting matrix is like a daily dose of wrinkle fillers. And for anyone who does take a collagen supplement, this is perfect. ReActivate will help mobilize all of that protein into fresh, healthy skin cells. Women are amazed at how fast the skin springs back to life with this. And to round out our ReActivate formula, we included a clinical dose of ceramides. Remember, these are the glue to hold skin cells together. Now, please recall that double-blind, placebo-controlled study and the remarkable results after just 2 weeks. But it got even better after 2 months. A 19% reduction in the appearance of wrinkles, a 36% increase in moisture, and a 36% increase in elasticity. Yes, imagine 36% tighter skin just 60 short days from now. Best of all, they saw these results across their entire body. So it's great to load up on ceramides before summertime and tighten up those arms and legs. And yes, every ingredient in ReActivate is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. That was important for Linda. She was my inspiration for the formula after all. Oh, and as for her results, well, after just 2 weeks, she noticed the roughness going away. Everything looked smoother and clearer. Her face, her neck, even her hands. Every inch of skin on her body was looking like she'd taken an iron to it. At 2 months, the snap was back in her skin. Her eye bags, her jowls, her thighs, even the skin above her knees, everything had tightened up. She wrote to me and said, "I'm wearing a dress out tonight and I feel great about it." Imagine how happy I was for her. And by the 3rd month, even her deepest wrinkles weren't bothering her anymore. Her skin was so fresh, tight, and lively. "I swear," she said to me, "it's like my face got airbrushed. My husband is looking at me like he used to. He's kissing me and being affectionate again. And other men have been checking me out too. It feels like I'm back in my 20s. So I was thrilled for her. And we were both thrilled that she wasn't spending thousands of dollars on her treatments anymore. ReActivate replaced nearly every product she had cluttered around her vanity mirror. And unlike most companies who use the cheapest supplier they can find, then jack up their prices, with ReActivate, we have a long-standing personal relationship with our suppliers, which is important to me, to my medical research team and staff, and to the thousands of deserving women like Linda who use ReActivate to keep their skin looking firm, tight, and lifted. It's the only way to ensure the purity and potency of every capsule, ensure ethical and sustainable sourcing, and guarantee ReActivate's active ingredients are in the exact doses the clinical studies prove to be effective. But the most expensive ingredient in ReActivate? It's time. It takes 3 months to source all natural ingredients from the most pristine and untouched regions on Earth. Then measure, stabilize, and mix the product together. It's why ReActivate isn't found on Amazon, CVS, Target, Walmart, Macy's, Sephora, or any other big box store. As word continues to spread, we can barely keep our own shelves stocked at times. Believe me when I say nearly every woman who tries ReActivate comes back for more. They stock up on multiple bottles at once, so they always have ReActivate on hand, or as a gift for a loved one or a girlfriend, which makes sense considering ReActivate is the only product that targets and flushes senescent cells, proven to give you a gorgeous knockout look in just 14 days. So here's the good news. If this video presentation loaded, it means we have more ReActivate to give away today. And although ReActivate used to be a series of injections that ran $500 a pop, by condensing it into a once-a-day capsule with the same skin rejuvenating benefits, we've driven the cost down to just $99. But for the next 500 bottles we sell today, new customers won't pay anywhere near that. Today, new customers can enjoy gorgeous skin with ReActivate for just $49.95. And join the thousands of women proud to be part of the ReActivate family. Fearless women who now live life on their own terms. They don't allow fine lines and wrinkles to ruin an otherwise perfect day. And most importantly, they stand tall, head high, and without a trace of doubt, because for the first time in decades, they gush over how supple, beautiful, and radiant they look in the mirror. That's priceless in my book.
Since I've used this product, I've really started to notice the difference. It makes me feel more youthful, and I notice it the most when we're in like photos, and I'm like, oh, look at that.
I get tremendous compliments on my skin. I was getting my annual checkup, and one of the nurses came in and she looked at my chart and said, "Are you really 70 plus years?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, she just stood there with her mouth open.
I finally found something that worked. I feel like instantaneously takes 10 years off, and it's a game changer for me.
And like I mentioned, for a lot of these women, they didn't hesitate to stock up on ReActivate with our 3 and 6 bottle options. Because although ReActivate goes to work the day you start, then floods your body with everything it needs to flush away those decaying cells to reveal tight, youthful, smooth to the touch skin in as little as 14 days. As with any skincare routine, consistency is key. And our most stunning before and after transformations come from women who make ReActivate part of their daily routine over the long term, day after day, week after week, month after month, which makes the bottom line this: the longer someone takes ReActivate, the more radiant and supple their skin becomes, which is why women who make the right choice and pick up multiple ReActivate bottles at once get unbeatable discounts that are so good, frankly, that my accounting team keeps hounding me to raise the price. But I refuse to let costs stand between someone and their youthful skin. It's also why every order of ReActivate today is covered by 365-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. Go give ReActivate a test drive today with zero obligation whatsoever. Take those selfies at 30, 60, and 90 days and just watch in amazement as those creases and fine lines smooth out. It's amazing what happens when decades of decaying cells get flushed away with a big whoosh, revealing tighter, plump, flawless looking skin head to toe. And if there's not a significant change, if ReActivate doesn't perform even better than I promised, and as the clinical research shows, then just call us at 888-281-6816 or email us at mail@suncosciences.com. Even if a woman uses all 6 bottles, we're still happy to offer a refund. No questions, no hoops, no weird fine print of qualifications, just a prompt and courteous refund down to the last penny. Call me old-fashioned, but why pay for something that doesn't exceed even their wildest expectations? That's how confident I am in ReActivate being the missing key to a gorgeous glow. Click the button below now to get started. Like I mentioned, since we started selling ReActivate, the 6 bottle option has been the most popular choice. But a fair warning, like I mentioned, we only produce ReActivate in small handmade batches. That ensures each capsule is as fresh and potent as possible. Typically, we sell out in a few days. Then we have to place a new order, which takes 12 weeks. Demand has skyrocketed, especially with clinics and med spas clamoring to get their hands on it. That's why so many women stock up when we have inventory. It's just the smart thing to do. Imagine having access to the same powerful treatment as some of my celebrity patients are now using. Imagine seeing and feeling the ReActivate difference just to come back to see we're sold out. Why leave something as important as your skin and confidence to chance? So please, click on the button below to choose the right package while we still have stock. And definitely take advantage of the discounts. Chances are there are hundreds, if not thousands of people watching this video and placing their orders at this very moment. Speaking of which, every order is secured with the same level of encryption used by Amazon, and credit card details are stored encrypted, so no human eyes will ever see them. It's perfectly safe to place an order now, and we even offer free shipping on some packages. There's no hidden billing, no sneaky subscriptions, and as soon as you click the Complete My Order button on the checkout page, the order gets sent to one of our clean fulfillment centers. We have several of them across the country, so we can ship fast to you, no matter where you live. So in just a few days, a small, discreet package will arrive in the mail. Rip that package open and just marvel at the potent little capsule you're about to take, brimming with thousands of dollars of anti-aging research. And it doesn't matter when you take it. Some patients start their day with a ReActivate boost. Others take it at night for their beauty rest. But one thing remains. The best results come from daily use over the long haul. So don't miss out. Hey there, real quick, this is an urgent update. I wanted to personally thank every single woman who shared this video and Linda's story with their friends, coworkers, and family. This presentation has officially gone viral. However, that popularity brings issues. The 500 bottles we've set aside today at company low prices are almost sold out. So please, if any portion of this presentation resonates, if firm, smooth, beautiful skin is something that's exciting, don't waste another moment. Click the button below now and try ReActivate risk-free while it's still available. Because look, now is the time to stop senescent cells. Because the truth is, Skin doesn't start looking better on its own. And whether someone is seeing the first signs of senescent cells or whether their case is advanced like Linda's, there's one thing I can promise. As the years go by, senescence spreads faster than anyone can imagine. More and more cells decay every single day. It's inevitable. It's programmed into our DNA. And it doesn't just show up on the face. It shows up on the entire body. It's immediately visible and it makes us look so much older than we feel inside. It's flat out unfair. And if a patient saw an x-ray of degraded tissue in their heart or lungs, they wouldn't ignore it. They'd sit bolt upright and do whatever they could to fix it. But every day, millions of Americans look at wrinkled, sagging skin in the mirror, skin that's been taken over by senescent cells, and rather than nourish it back to health, they use topicals and makeup to cover it up, or worse, they put it off until it's too late. ReActivate proves it's never too late to level the playing field for the transformation of a lifetime. That's why I created it, to give deserving women clinical grade anti-aging treatment that doesn't cost an arm and a leg and actually does what it says it will, to help reactivate the skin and reverse the effects of senescent cells right from home, to make aging fair and fun again. So it's not just a daily beauty habit. ReActivate is a daily health habit. Imagine looking in the mirror after taking ReActivate. Imagine that smoother, plumper skin. The under eye bags are gone. Those tight mouth creases have been ironed out. Everything is so fresh and alive. The jowls aren't sagging the same way. The chin line is sharper and more defined. There's smoother skin on the neck, the chest, the arms, and the legs. How great will it feel to wear shorts without anxiety and show off the skin? I know this. Everyone's going to be asking, who did the work? Getting those compliments is such a confidence boost. It makes my patients feel more beautiful and energized. They finally look on the outside just as young as they feel on the inside. And ReActivate is the simple little beauty habit that makes it possible. This is a gift that any woman can give to herself. So please click on the button to get started now. And remember, every ReActivate order is covered by my 365-day money-back guarantee. It either smooths out skin like never before, or it's free. ReActivate has helped thousands of other women defeat the effects of aging, decaying skin. It's helped them reactivate their young skin and look as beautiful and vibrant as they feel. And now, I'd like to invite a few more to join us. There's no risk because every order comes with a year of purchase protection. So don't wait, and please don't let this pass by, only to come back and find that we're sold out. This is how we're going to reactivate that beautiful, youthful skin and revitalize the spirit. Why not give it a go? All the risk is on my shoulders. Click the button below now. Thanks so much for being here today. I'm Dr. Mark Rosenberg, and I'm excited to see the next amazing transformation. Hi, still there? Well, there are some common questions I get about ReActivate, so I'm happy to answer them now. I don't want anyone to have doubts about this, so let me answer the most common questions I've heard. For women who don't know much about it, the first question is simply, what is ReActivate? So ReActivate is a daily skincare supplement clinically proven to help improve the appearance of aging skin everywhere on the body. It combines the most advanced anti-aging compounds available to help reverse signs of cellular decay. When a woman takes it, it dramatically tightens and brightens the skin and smooths out the appearance of wrinkles, drooping, and dryness. Patients and customers see the changes everywhere on their body, the face, their neck, their upper chest, their arms, and their legs. Question 2 is, what is cellular decay? This is what happens when skin cells stop replicating and instead become little senescent zombies. They get lumpy and dull, and they begin to infect other cells. So this is a big reason that the skin itself loses structure and clarity, and why wrinkles and sagging happens. It shows up as fine lines, drooping and dryness on the face, sagging in the jowls, and mottled rough skin on the upper chest, the arms, and the legs. Question 3 is, how does cellular decay happen? Unfortunately, it's a function of aging. It's built right into our DNA. Every cell is programmed to replicate a certain number of times, and once it reaches that limit, it can become senescent. There are certain things that can accelerate senescence. These include smoking, drinking, sun exposure, and inflammation from diet. So it's important to do what we can to flush away senescent cells and make way for healthy new cells, which is exactly what ReActivate is designed to do. Question 4 is, who is ReActivate designed for? A lot of women will get great results from ReActivate. Women as young as their 30s are using it for preventative care to keep their skin as healthy as possible. And of course, women with moderate to advanced stages of cellular decay can see dramatic changes. For a woman whose skin is showing advanced signs of cellular decay, the results can be striking. Question 5 is, how do I use ReActivate? Using ReActivate couldn't be easier. It's just one easy to swallow capsule once a day. Some women take it at night before they go to bed, while others take it first thing in the morning. Each small bottle contains 30 capsules, and it fits easily into a medicine cabinet, drawer, or purse for travel. Some women like to take 2 capsules per day for even more dramatic results, and that's perfectly okay. Question 6 is, will this irritate my skin or my stomach? Every ingredient in ReActivate is shown to have 0 side effects and be non-irritating. And we selected premium versions of ingredients like our buffered vitamin C to ensure that it'd be extremely gentle on the gut. We've never had someone return ReActivate for irritation. But on the off chance that it doesn't sit well, of course, we're happy to offer a refund. So question 7 is, what happens if I don't like it? I know that's a rare situation, but for anyone who doesn't get visible results, we offer 1 year of purchase protection. That means that it's easy to get a refund anytime up to 365 days from now. Just call us or email us and we'll be happy to issue a refund. It's important to me that customers have a chance to try their full package, which is why we offer a full year. So I hope that answers the most common questions. Just one little capsule a day can make such a difference for skin quality and appearance. It's the easiest daily habit to keep skin firm, tight, and moist. So please go ahead and click on the button below. Again, thanks for joining me here. I'm so thankful to be able to share this with the world, and I hope I'll be hearing the next success story soon. If your skin's dull, droopy, and makes you want to hide, understand it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to do something about it moving forward. So many folks sit around and wait for change to happen to them, when in reality, true change starts with you and your actions. You can't expect your skin to regain that youthful glow and feel without trying something new. So try ReActivate today, the first and only formula on the market to target a core cause of saggy, wrinkled skin, senescent zombie cells, and the horror they inflict on your skin. Remember, unless you flush the look of senescent cells, there's literally no room for fresh, healthy, tight skin to take its place. So all the expensive spa treatments, the wonder creams, exfoliants, and miracle face masks, every bit of collagen in the world has to offer. It does nothing if you don't fix this massive senescent cell problem first. In other words, you're just one click away from unlocking the missing link to stunning skin. And not just on your face, but head to toe. Sure, those zombie cells are most visible and embarrassing on the face, but how amazing will it feel to see tighter, clearer skin on your neck, your arms, your knees, and your hands? You're about to experience something truly rare in life, a second shot at youth. Call it luck, serendipity, or God's guidance. You're here with me for a reason. So trust your intuition and trust the years of research, sleepless nights, and innovation that's gone into every ReActivate capsule. Make your selection below now. Try ReActivate for a full 365 days before you decide whether or not you'd like to keep it. That's how confident I am in its clinically backed ingredients, proven to reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 37%, increase skin elasticity by 36%, and smooth out the look of crepey skin all over your body by an incredible 64%. So get ready to wake up and be met in the mirror with a radiant, confident, more bubbly version of yourself. You look great and you feel great knowing you're taking care of your skin the right way. With one little capsule a day, you're targeting the root cause of all the signs of aging, the wrinkles, the sagging, the dryness, the spotting. It just doesn't get any easier. So select one of the money-saving packages below and join the thousands of women who trust ReActivate with their beauty. I've been a medical doctor and longevity expert for 30 years. I've seen it all, and nothing kills me inside more than seeing someone faced with such an easy choice. Yet instead of taking advantage of it, they throw their hands overhead and pray their situation fixes itself. Or even worse, they bury their heads in the sand and pretend that the problem doesn't exist, that it doesn't gnaw at them and frustrate them and make them feel like less than they are, less beautiful than they used to be, less feminine and less desirable. Like I always tell myself, God helps those who help themselves. And since we launched ReActivate, tens of thousands of deserving women of all ages, skin types, and genetics have done just that. They've said yes to this tested, proven formula, to a simple daily habit that's easier than nightly prayers. And for tens of thousands of these women now, their prayers have been answered. If you want the smooth, supple, firm skin that gets you noticed for the right reasons, that young-looking skin that surprises everyone who sees it, a gorgeous glow that has you excited to look in the mirror, and the confidence of showing up in the world with your best, most radiant self. Join us by making your selection below. Again, all the risks on my shoulders. You either love your top to bottom transformation or you don't pay a dime. Once you see and feel the ReActivate difference, Something tells me you'll be a believer for life, just like these women.
My skin is tighter, my fine lines have reduced, and my friends are asking, what are you doing?
The product's just really worked, and it's simple. I don't have, like I said, I don't have to go out and buy 10 different things. It's all in one package.
I have never been happier with a skincare product. 4 weeks in, my daughter and complete strangers were like, you look so good. What are you doing differently? And I was just like, oh my gosh, it's working.
Totally simplified my facial routine, and my skin looks and feels great. I've only been using it a little over a month, and I am very happy with it. And I definitely see a reduction in my wrinkles. I highly recommend it. And I really love how my face feels. I wake up to a face feeling beautiful and actually more tight. The video said to give it a month. It will be a month on September 21st. I wish I had taken a picture before. I am 76 with quite a few deep wrinkles. This works better than anything else I've tried. Thank you. I'm 68, almost 69 years old, and I've tried a lot of products throughout the years, but from day one, it started working for me. It started tightening and lightening the melasma that I've had since my daughter was born 29 years ago, as well as making some of my most deep wrinkles almost disappear. Highly recommend this product. When I first received this, I didn't have much faith that it would really diminish my wrinkles around my mouth, which was really my main concern. So I used it a few times at night, and surprisingly, I noticed a difference from then. The only recommendation I have for anyone that wants to try this product is to take a picture before you start using it so that you can compare it after. I wish I had done that so that I can include it in this review. Try it. You'll like or love it. It's the best thing in 50 years of trying different products. Women are always asking what product I'm using on my face. I'm going to be 77 this year, and no one believes me. Suncoast Science products are the best thing to use for your face. It makes a world of difference. I usually have a very hard time with these types of products. This one turned out to be a great purchase. My skin is smoother, my jawline is tighter than it's ever been. I would definitely recommend this great product. So make your selection below now to start your journey to firmer, smoother, more radiant skin with ReActivate. You risk nothing other than missing out. It's that simple. Thank you for your time. God bless, and I'll see you on the other side.